fibromyalgia. So fibromyalgia is a very common problem, mostly among middle-aged women. It is a typical B syndrome caused by obstruction of blood and qi in the exterior meridians and collaterals. This involves the tendinomuscular meridians. These blocks are caused by exterior climatic factors or interior heat, cold, wind, and damp. Exterior obstruction could happen due to too much exposure or a deficient yang qi, whereby our protecting energy, especially in the lung function of opening and closing the skin pores. So the main symptoms of fibromyalgia are pain and muscle tension, leading to restriction of movement. Associated symptoms are malaise, depression, low energy, irritability, and insomnia. The treatment for fibromyalgia is twofold. One, treating the pain, and second is treatment of the person. This should be the treatment principle for any chronic pain syndrome. The treatment will fail or the improvement will be short-lived when only the pain is considered and not the circumstances of the person who is suffering the pain. If the person was treated for a general energy problem or emotional state, then they would feel better even if the pain is still present. This is why doctors prescribe antidepressants and they sometimes work until the side effects begin. So below is a list of the features for us to easily differentiate between the 4 types of muscle and tendon pain and the general treatment principles. Okay. So we have here first hot pain. Hot pain presents with severe pain, usually local, radiating, or superficial, and may be hot or inflamed. There is tension in muscle and it's difficult to move. Hot pain usually worsens during activity and better with rest. So for its treatment principle, we use to cool the area, rest, and for we immobilize the area for a short period of time. So this will enable for the area to for the inflammation in the area to subside. So we also apply direct moxibustion or hot needles using continuous frequency, 10 hertz for 20 minutes. Or we could use bloodletting, or we bleed locally or distally. In needling, we use more distal points and less local points. So in general needling principle or general treatment principle here is tonify the liverine and sedate the yang. Second pattern is cold pain. So in cold pain, there is dull, constant, deep, maybe cold. There is also tension in muscle due to cold and inactivity. The pain worsens with rest and in bed and better during activity. So for the treatment principle, we apply warm, we exercise, and do massage. So we could also use acupuncture with electrical stimulation on the needles or electroacupuncture. In choosing the acupuncture points, we use more local and less distal points. So with cold pain, we tonify the liver yang and sedate the yin. Okay. The third pattern here is damp pain. In damp pain, there is stiffness and pain in muscles and tendons. The pain is fixed a fixed loci, and worse on starting to move from rest, improves over 2 to 3 hours of activity. Damp pain can have also hot or cold symptoms. And damp pain could also present with edema in pain areas, pain on sitting or lying in the pain area. There is heaviness, and it is worse when in wet weather. As for the treatment principle, uh, we use both local and distal points, and we also apply salt or do salt baths. Local cupping or cupping massage could also be used. For the diet, we advise to avoid fat, milk, and refined carbohydrates. For the acupuncture points, we could use stomach 40 and spleen 9 for dampness. For the fourth pattern, we have wind pain. This is characterized by wandering pains in muscles and tendons. It is different loci at different times. There is general tenderness in muscles and tendons. It can also have hot or cold symptoms. There's aversion to wind and irritability. So for the treatment principle, we use wind elimination point with clearing technique. Wind elimination point technique. We use moxa or electrical stimulation. For the diet, patients with wind pain are advised to avoid alcohol, sour, and acidic food. So here we tonify liver blood.